What's up, everybody? I'm Sly The Movie Guy, and here's my movie review of Cargo, directed by Yolanda, Ramke, and Ben Howling, starring Martin Freeman and the rest of the other cast and crew. And in this film, trended in rural Australia in the aftermath of a violent pandemic, an affected father desperately searches for a new home for his infant child and a means to protect her from his own changing nature. And this film is on Netflix right now, so you can check it out. And I was really surprised by this film in a good way, because the Netflix movies last year were kind of misfires, except for one film, To the Bone, starring Keanu Reeves and this other actress in that film. Check that out. I forgot the actress name, but it's really a good film. I had a blast with that one. I thought it was underrated. It was a girl with an eating disorder. So, incredible film. This film is great, and I'm really happy to say it, because I like to watch Netflix movies. I think Netflix movies can work. They have good ones. This one really showed that here, and I like how the directors and the writer took this approach. Yolanda wrote the script of this movie, so she directed and scriptwrote it, and she does well, as well as Ben Howling for the directing part. They took this where the zombie apocalyptic in Australia, because usually all zombie movies are in New York or somewhere in the U.S. in different cities. This one I like, it's in a different country. It's like totally different, and I like that. That was kind of genius. It makes it more interesting, because what are zombies like in a different country? So I wanted to see that, and I actually like that. And this movie has good camera angles in this movie. I love the camera angles in this movie, and that's one of the things I liked in this film. Let me get to the storyline part. The storyline, when we get to see Martin Freeman's character, he's kind of searching around, looking and seeing things. He sees things that are not normal. He's seeing people walking that are zombies. He's looking at people with disgusting faces. He's looking around. He's saying, what's going on? And he's with his family, and then things end up bad happening to him, where he's now becoming the other affected people. And that's when he now has to search to find a place for his daughter's safety, because he can actually harm her, which that will kind of contain a little spoilers if you haven't watched it, but I don't think it really does, because I mentioned the synopsis. He has to search for his daughter's safety, and I thought, and that part really hits me, because I'm like, oh my goodness. Because, and his directors really put you in it, because we can relate. If we got affected by something, we can relate to that and try to get our newborn babies into a safe place, or our children in a safe place, because we don't want to harm them. And I can see Martin Freeman. He gives a wonderful performance. You actually felt like that was real, what Martin Freeman was doing. He's a good actor. I liked him from the Hobbit movies and the Black Panther movie. He does really good. Martin Freeman, thumbs up, man. His performance just felt so real. You could actually buy into his character. He really gives it all in this film, and I think he does well as the directing. Usually in zombie movies, the suspense usually be a hit and miss, and this movie does the suspense in a unique way. As Martin Freeman's character is going through this little survival and this adventure, it's almost like we don't know what's going to happen, because since he's affected, we don't know when he's going to turn to a zombie or not. We don't know when the zombie's going to come, and when he meets characters, we don't know what's going to happen. And then when he gets in a situation, we see things like we think something's going to happen. And some stuff do happen and some stuff don't, but you just be on the edge of your seat, kind of sitting there like, oh, what's going to happen here? Because things do happen in this film, but it's not over the top like some zombie movies do it, like, ah. So I think the suspense really got me like guessing and surprising, because I was like, oh. It really does well. And I think the directors understood that as they was making this film. They knew what to do, and they get a thumbs up for that. I think they did well on that, and made it very kind of makes you think like, Because certain things with Martin Freeman's character doing this film just really gives it well. When he's trying to figure out how to do things, you on the edge of your seat, because when zombies are appeared right there, you're just like, oh, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? I think the suspense really does well in this film, and I think the directors did it so beautifully. Everybody done well in this film, I think, from a filmmaking and the acting. They do well. And it's another kid where Martin Freeman's character is, sorry, because we can relate to this kid too. In the beginning of the film, I saw this kid, I was like, is he part of the story? But as the film was going along, which I liked how they went on, we understand this kid too, played by Simone Landers, and he does really good. I thought this kid did well. And for me, it just worked, because we understand what he feels and what happened to his family members, which, spoiler, his dad is affected also, and that really hit me. I did not expect seeing that, and that makes me relate to this kid more. And when Martin Freeman and this kid, they going on this adventure, we see them trying to survive, looking around, they see these things, and Martin Freeman end up meeting other characters that are not affected, which he talks to them and stuff, which I could say part of that is one of the problems I have. Some of the characters that Martin Freeman meets in this movie, it's kind of like some of them are not important. They just there just as a storyline. And I think that can be what bothered me a little bit. One of the characters didn't, but one of them, as the film was going on, did kind of like dragged a little bit, kind of made it a slow burn, which I didn't care for some of the characters, but that didn't ruin the movie for me right there. Some of that, it was a negative, but it didn't ruin what I saw Martin Freeman's character was doing when he's trying to protect his daughter or try to get her to safety. I thought that really worked. I thought those parts worked. Just that part didn't work for me with the certain characters. But I think this movie is good. I think it does well for what it was showing. And then that ending part, where close to the third act, which this will be a spoiler alert ahead, but Martin Freeman told this kid towards the end, he said, please get my daughter safety. And Martin Freeman knows he's about to turn into this zombie, and he knows he's about to, so he told this kid, protect her and all that, and he goes and meet these villagers, and when he gets to the villagers part, that's when we see he's a full-fledged deserted thing, and I was like, he gives the daughter up to these little villagers, and we see that, and that's when they kill him. And in the ending, the baby's with the villagers, and that's the movie, and it really hits. This movie really hits our core, hits me really hard when I saw that. And I think this movie is well done. I think they did this movie perfectly. Like I said, overall, great movie. I just had a little problems with the characters, and certain things just didn't with the characters. Like I said, just was kind of there, but I didn't care for them. And some of it, like I said, slow burns, and a couple of, in the first act and the second act, could be slow burns, but this is a well-made movie, and I'm going to give Cargo a solid A. Like I said, it's on Netflix. I want you to check it out if you have time. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section, what is your favorite apocalyptic zombie movie? This is one of the best ones. If I can think off the top of my head, probably George Romero's couple of movies. I can't think of them on the top of my head, but those are one of my favorite ones. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, click thumbs up, or if you're new to the channel, click subscribe. That's so I can see you next time on Sly the Movie Guy. Peace.